Welcome to Section 420, Talkin Yankees, the podcast. Well, I hope you had a Merry Christmas if you celebrate. And, of course, 2024 just around the corner for a few days away. So, I think a good time is to touch base. The Yankees kind of still licking their wounds from losing out on Yamamoto as that all kind of settles in there. And already, of course, you're getting all the pitches with Ohtani or Yamamoto now hanging out in Los Angeles. And Ohtani buying Porsches for his teammate and all that stuff, which is kind of ridiculous. But anyways, figured a good time to touch base again with the Section 420 Talkin Yankees audience there. I'm sure they're desperate for some new Yankee news. Little tidbits, a little bit moves, but I guess the big one is that the news came down that IKF will not be back with the Yankees, which I kind of expected, signing a 2-year deal with the Toronto Blue Jays. So I'll kind of look into that. Plus, the Yankees did make a trade, shipped out Estevan Florial, which you figure is going to happen with the Yankees now having a plethora of outfielders when it was kind of the opposite problem just a short while ago. So get into all that stuff. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast. 2024 is just around the corner. You've got another month, and then pitches and catches. Can you believe it? Already going to reporting just in February there. So we're just an inch away. So make sure you subscribe. I'm sure there's going to be some new moves by Cashman and got some other cool stuff for you podcast subscribed. And also go to YouTube, Section 420 Talkin Yankees there as well. And hit that subscribe button there and get notified when new episodes go up there. So, the Yankees had Isiah Kiner-Falefa. They got him 2 years ago. Picked up his player option for one more year for 2023 at $6 million. And it's the fact he was making that type of money. I would probably be looking for a little bit more. I didn't see any chance that the Yankees wouldn't want to bring him back for a guy who's a utility player at this point. He lost the shortstop job to Volpe. I'm not saying Volpe was like an absolute beast, but his numbers weren't anything where you would ever consider taking Volpe out and putting IKF back in. And Volpe gives you 20 home runs, gave you a Gold Glove defensive season, and of course the 20 stolen bases as well. Obviously his batting average is not great, but again, nothing where you would think Isiah Kiner-Falefa could put up better numbers than that. Pathetic enough that both bad in some different areas. And of course, I don't think you would ever consider having IKF as your full-time third baseman, where that's going to be the de facto spot for DJ LeMahieu right now. I know DJ LeMahieu looks like he's on the downswing of things, but still, never an option where you would say Isiah Kiner-Falefa would be the better bat than DJ LeMahieu, even though DJ has been struggling at this point. So I didn't see any reason why to bring him back. And then once they made that move for Jeter Downs, I figured that would be the new utility guy, at least for the infield there. That was probably hook, line, and sinker for the idea that the Yankees were not going to bring him back. And look, I say it's good for IKF. He was actually able to get a 2-year deal. Now he goes to the Toronto Blue Jays, so now he's a rival. But again, all things considered, to get a 2-year deal, $15 million, and of course $1 million in extra bonuses if he hits certain goals there. So again, for him, that's actually a really good deal. That's probably more I think he would be able to get. So hey, kudos for his agent to do that. I don't know what the selling point of that was, but I guess a little bit too. Just he's been with the Yankees for the past couple seasons. And I kind of always mention that same thing too with Aaron Hicks, why Baltimore picked him up. Now look, it turns out Hicks flourished better in Baltimore. So hey, maybe they saw something, but maybe a little of that too, just to get a little idea of what goes on in Yankee land and Yankee scouting and Yankee strategy and so forth. So bon voyage there. Didn't think he was coming back, so we'll see what happens with him. At 28 years old too. He's obviously hitting 30, so this is not someone you would think about bringing back as well. Jeter Downs again, far younger. And, maybe if he could just pick up his hitting a little bit, maybe he could turn into the next version of IKF. And even when Jeter Downs was with the Nationals last spring training, they were actually working him out in the outfield just as the Yankees did with Isiah Kiner-Falefa. So maybe the Yankees might do the same thing. You shagging some fly balls out there for the Nationals. Maybe the Yankees want to convert him and, again, have the same type of jack-of-all-trades guy. Now, I don't think you're going to see Jeter Downs pitching, but nevertheless, maybe they'll try to have him as an infielder and outfielder. And also in Yankee land, Estevan Florial gets traded, so the longtime Yankee farmhand, again, the organization, well, he never really got his full break, in fairness to him. And go in, AAA last season, he did have a good season, did hit 284 with 28 home runs and 79 RBIs. And the entire season, fans are crying to bring him up as the offense was struggling, especially when Judge was out of the lineup there. But Yankees never really gave him a shot, and it wasn't until the final month there they brought him up. And again, his numbers, in 19 games with the Yankees, nothing great. I just don't think it was ever high on the Yankees prospect list in terms of someone they really want to invest long term. I don't think they saw him the same way they see like Jason Dominguez, or they saw with Volpe, or even more recently now with Clayton Beater. I just don't think for whatever reason they would put Florial in that class and actually put him on waivers last season. And actually, no one claimed him. And actually, Yankees ended up getting him back. So, kind of a bumpy road for Florial, but I guess now he'll have a new home. So, traded to the Cleveland Guardians for pitcher Cody Morris. Now him, you probably don't know much about. Not too much experience there, but 27 years old. But it seems like the Yankees are going to throw him in the mix, see him as a possible competition for the fifth starter spot there. So, that would kind of make sense. The Yankees trying to work out some guys there, especially, again, the Yankees lost a plethora of pitching prospects just over the past couple of weeks, as well as some of these deals the Yankees made there. So then that'd be a situation where you thought like, Drew Thorpe might be head of that competition there, but now, of course, he's with San Diego, so I guess Cash wants to bring in some arms here. Now, last season for Cleveland, only had 6 appearances, and nothing really great with the numbers there. Had a 6.75 ERA, and if you want to look over past 2 seasons, the 2022 to 2023 season, in total, had 13 appearances on the major league level. 5 of those were starts. Again, the number is not really terrific. 1-2 with an ERA 3.41. The one good thing, it seems that if you want to hang your hat on him, he had 32 strikeouts in 31 and 2/3 innings there. So this guy seems to be averaging a strikeout per inning. So it's probably look at a bit of a strikeout per inning type of guy, so a strikeout pitcher there. So again, that's someone maybe will catch your attention, kind of a tall righty there. But again, that's just going to be an open competition for the 5th starter spot. So that's really all the news. IKF officially will not be returning, which again I expected, and again, once the Yankees got Jeter Downs as the super utility man, that pretty much said it all. And I'm just shocked that someone actually gave Isiah Kiner-Falefa more than 1 year there. So you got to say hats off to his agent, and even got a little bit of a pay bump. Getting a little bit more than the $6 million he got with the Yankees in 2023. So just again, hopefully it's something that comes back and then vengeance becomes an all-star player, which I don't think is going to happen there. Again, at best, he's a role player. He'll hit 260 at best. He'll bop about 4 or 5 home runs a year, and he'll just give you some good defense, and that's really what he is. So I don't think it's any major loss for the Yankees, and he's not someone you're going to invest long-term with. Just again, Volpe is your shortstop, and again, Isiah Kiner-Falefa a couple years away from 30, and you always want to get younger there, especially in some sort of utility backup role there. So all expected. So that's the episode. I don't know if we'll get another one in before New Year's early next week, but we'll see if there's some moves or something, or maybe I'll come with something cool, maybe a quick Yankee old story or something like that. But nevertheless, we'll catch you soon enough.